hear me? So, yeah. Hello. Starting like 2 seconds before I would normally start. Usually I start either at 10 minutes or way after. This is almost unheard of. Actually turn this up so I can hear myself. But I figured since I usually start off just saying like, hi there, hello, hi, all that good stuff, that I could just simply start a couple seconds early. But anyways, so today is going to be art stream. It's gonna be a more chill art stream because I don't want to start on any of the other big projects. Um, because while I did complete a lot of the lore stuff, the lore art stream stuff for like starting soon, be right back, ending, all of that good stuff. Um, and the thumbnail, I do still have like a couple things for channels that I want to like get done first before I think about doing anything for that. I do have stuff on the art side that I can do for lore. I don't have really anything for gaming other than more vanilla Minecraft, but from the complete beginning. Like, you're gonna actually, like, instead of you just like watching me play Minecraft, even after I've already played like some more stuff, so like, there's a big chunk of things missing. With it being Ventus, it would be literally just you're watching it from step by step from the very beginning. Uh, which honestly, that could be fun because I do plan on trying to do things a little different with Ventus. Like Ventus, I'm gonna try and like get good at spear and like. But anyways, um, I do want to like before I try and do anything like that, I want to remake my YouTube banner. Because when I had made it, I made the initial thing on my phone. And so I did not have the dimensions for it. So it is so big. It is much bigger than what even like a TV version for YouTube would have for the banner. So I want to like do that. I have a screenshot of like the sizes for the banners themselves. So I have like an idea of how everything is going to look and I can then plan accordingly. Um and so but and then I want to redo my banner for Twitch. Uh, so yeah, I have those two things that I want to do, but I don't want to do them today. Instead, today I want to do something that I never really do ever, and that is, I need to actually turn this up even louder because I guess that's all as loud as it's gonna go. Anyways, but something I never really do and have never really done before is just random sketches that unless someone asks if they can have it, I'm more than likely going to wind up deleting. I've never done that before. I usually do like I do have some sketches in like regular sketchbooks, but when it comes to like just doing generic sketches on my art tablet, I don't do that. So it's gonna be pretty interesting and fun. And what made me want to do this is 2 weeks ago during a Crooked Moon D&D session that my group does because we alternate between Crooked Moon and Line-42. There was like a funny little thing where one of the players had described their character. It's Jester, by the way, that described this, but she described her character going into the Family Guy faint death pose. And I was told like, hey, you should draw that. I'm like, yeah, okay. And I really want, and like, I have ideas for things to draw like that from time to time. It's just I never draw them because I'm always working on something else that's really big and takes up a lot of time for me. So I'm gonna do something that is very inconsequential. And yeah, let me hop over here. I was kind of sketching on this a little bit. Um, Ignore the yellow in the art in like over here. Ignore the yellow. Even though I just pointed out to you, you probably would have ignored it anyways. Um, but I have the yellow there because uh because I was working on something and I was using the yellow as like an overlay layer to add like a bit of light, sunshine, that kind of stuff. Um, because I'm wanting to use more like yellow or pale yellow light as like as like lighting source instead of just a pure white. Um, and yeah, I was just kind of testing to make sure that my tablet was still working, that I could use the brushes. Um, because last Friday when I wanted to draw during the Line-42 chat discussion, I could not. I could not draw because the brushes were still not working because I had done something earlier in that week and the brushes would not work. Everything else worked. The brushes did not. And so I got frustrated and I stopped drawing. And then like Line-42, I wanted to draw that day, could not draw because the brushes would not work. So I just had to turn everything off and just focus on talking about stuff. Um and yeah, that got frustrating. And yeah, I wound up and then like once it finally started working, I finished an art piece that was probably going to take me a lot longer simply because I had an urge to draw and I could not draw. But yeah, anyways. Okay, so we have this, we have that. I'm gonna hop on Discord because I'm not on yet. All right, I'm on. Now time to just wait for people to show up. I will, however, um, do this. It's loud. I turn this down more. There we go. So I need to turn down for on my end. Because I need to be able to hear myself speak. And I can't simply hear myself speak and then also try and listen to like my Discord group speak. So I'm gonna hope that this is loud enough. This might be too loud. I don't know. Try turning this down as low as I possibly can. Okay, that actually might be low enough. Because I know, like, I guess when the volume is only in the green, it tends to be pretty soft. So I'll do that instead. I'll go like middle there. Okay, there we go. That'll be it. Okay, now I'm gonna draw now. Okay. And like when other friends get on, then I will draw like other stuff. I have a couple things in mind, but I don't have a lot in mind. So yeah. And I'm also just kind of spitballing from my head because I don't want to grab a reference. I don't feel like grabbing a reference. This is supposed to be just a chill stream. So yeah. Do. Okay, so then base of the neck. Back. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at a reference. Ah, I didn't want to have to, but oh well. Family guy. Death pose. Okay. 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 So the arm does not go nearly as far as I was thinking. So it's like bap and then bap. Or like this. Me. The bad hand. poorly drawn child's hand that every person has done ever in the history of yes. I'll do that later. Like, fix that later. I need to do this. And then... so then bottom leg goes out like this. And then goes back. Does it do that? Seems like it. Well, then in that case, I need to... like, do this. There we go. Brother just sent me something, so... to just kind of... yeah, booty cheeks. Okay. Okay, so now that I have that... well, actually, wait, now. Face, actually.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful.
The fuck? Eh? Just hearing something. Okay, what is... oh, let me actually look at it from here. I bet he sent me, like, a meme or something. Yes, he sent me a thing, but I can't look at it right now. Alright. It's so fucking bad. But it's not meant to be pretty. It's not meant to be pretty. I gotta remind myself that it's not meant to be fucking pretty. There we go. Okay. So then that would mean the neck compass this. Nope, don't want that. So yeah, my brush presets kind of changed a little bit because the thing I was trying to do was a bit of a, like, was basically trying to mimic one of those, like, painterly art pieces for a character because I felt like it and I kind of want to try doing that. But maybe not for full characters, at least not yet. If I do, it may be for, like, very, very special characters, which I have the characters in mind. It would be the characters that my group has played from the very beginning. Because, so, the fun fact, the Princess of the Apocalypse was the first campaign I ever played for D&D. And, I and I and Daisy and I, were invited by a friend of ours to play D&D together because she liked playing D&D and she thought the two of us would like playing D&D. That's how Daisy and I became friends. And yeah, and like since then we've added several people like my brother and Isaiah and Jester. And then we've had like other people who faded out either because their own lives got really busy or just they didn't mesh well with the group. Nothing too bad. It was mostly just disappearing. There were a couple people that we had who one was told by like from our DMs that they like in-person games, and so that's kind of why they started ghosting. And then like sorry, I'm trying to like observe the hand. Okay, it's towards the face. Okay. The hand goes like this. And actually, this thumb does not need to be like this. I mean, so, yeah. And then, there we go. So, thumb. 3, 4. Alright. And now... hello! Hello!
I got home from work.
Woo! And just
So you're doing D&D sketches?
Yeah, so you know that joke you made when Jester described Lorelai going into like the Family Guy fainting pose?
Yeah.
And then you said, draw that. I wanted to draw that.
I remember Stan telling you to do that, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was you.
No, that was Stan.
Fair enough. Someone told me to draw it, and I'm like,
no, if
yeah,
I want you to draw anything, it is Cain the Hypocrite, and you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to do something that I don't usually do, which is draw sketches that, unless someone like Jester or you begs for me to just kind of post so you guys can have it, I'm gonna wind up deleting this.
Fair enough.
So, cause like I don't do that enough for anything.
Yeah.
This hand is right in the way where, oh boy, this hand is right in the way where her little, or would it? Would the crank be here, or is it down lower? I think it's down lower. No, I have it like near the top of her back.
Yeah, looks like Jester's probably busy with schoolwork because I noticed that they're on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, yeah. So I sent her a question before I sent you your questions on like Florian. I'd asked her like how old Makini was and how old she would have been going into hiding for this little alternate universe I'm making.
Yeah, don't mind me answering questions about Cain that you didn't ask.
Yeah. Ow, you are so loud for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, I am loud IRL.
I know it, but still, it's like, it's really weird. I was like, because for some reason it's much louder.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like balance everything out. Come on. Nope. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
I just like going into evil Cain shit.
Yeah, no, that is completely understandable. What the fuck is the Lorelai picture? I gotta scroll so far up. I could search, but I don't wanna. Ah, here we go. Okay, where is it? It is.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
must have
it
just
is like.
forgotten that we were playing
It's roughly on
D&D
the
or
map.
something when I forgot that species is something I should probably specify for Florian.
Well, yeah, oh, hello, who is
Hello.
it? Hi, hello.
Hello.
There we go.
How you
Hi,
doing?
doing good. I am having to constantly remind myself that this is going to get thrown away unless otherwise asked of me, so I need to, like, not be as perfectionist-minded on it.
Yeah, good fucking luck with that. I know from experience that's pretty hard to get out of.
There is actually something we probably need to talk about.
Eh.
Have you heard that Discord's going to require face identification or government ID soon?
Oh yeah,
Oh, fuck that.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. So we
That is
gotta.
so dumb.
It is. So we gotta figure out what we're doing about that. If we're gonna stay using Discord or use
Okay.
two other websites.
I have a feeling Isaiah's not going to be happy with that.
Probably not.
Like,
Yeah,
I feel like out of the entire group, he's the one who cares the most about privacy. With the stuff he's worked with in the past.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we will have to talk about that. Do we wanna talk about that now and me just mute everyone on stream? And just have the music going? So we can talk about this in relative peace and privacy?
Yeah, that would probably make sense. I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming, because it's Tuesday. I didn't stream yesterday because like, I recognize that I've been getting into a very bad habit of, like, for Monday and Tuesday specifically, staying up way too late and then being way too tired to actually stream. And so I'm doing a thing where when we have a session stream for Friday because of Line-42, one of those days is going to be a no stream day. And Monday.
Perfect timing. We're going to be talking
Okay.
IRL Discord shit.
I did just send the message because I realized the subject was going that way, so we might as well discuss what's going to be happening.
Yeah, let us know when you have stream ready day.
Yeah. Okay. So cutting out sound for everyone. Discord audio going off. My audio going off. Everyone is back up.
Oh wow. I refreshed and I see how the hair is. That's funny.
I'm probably gonna leave you guys to it as well.
Alright.
I will talk to you later.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I also need to take out... There we go. So now it's just me and you, and I got another person in here.
Oh, there's a person in chat?
Only on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
And
So how old is Makimi? Now I'm curious.
She is... Hold on, let me... Oh, not that.
Like, I know we went over quite a few ages in Crooked Moon. I'm not sure about Courtney, but she seems young. Same thing with Zara.
Yeah. I'm about to start just... I'm about to start banning, anything that winds up, at soliciting viewers.
Oh. Yikes.
Because literally anytime I keep getting like a first time chat, it's like time after time after time. I don't know if it's a person every single time.
It is definitely not a person.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's just bots at this point. I'm just gonna start banning shit like that.
Yeah, Twitch is pretty notorious for it, unfortunately.
Yeah, so...
I don't know enough about Twitch to know why. I've seen it in chats before.
Yeah. Alright. Makimi, let me pull it up. Pull it up. 22 to 23.
Okay. I think I do remember now that she did give an age, like, at the very beginning of us making our characters.
Yeah. I don't like remember.
No, I didn't at all either.
because age isn't something that pops up a lot during streams. So it's just like, oh yeah, that there's an age there.
Yeah, and I mean, not for nothing, I don't feel like age gets brought up much in general in our campaigns.
Well, yeah, because
we just kind of talk about it out of character with stuff like Victor is old as shit.
Yeah. Well, when it becomes relevant, it's pretty relevant. And like it mostly so because we all agree to not play really children in our campaigns.
Well, we've never played anyone younger than 18 because Riley mentally was definitely not 16.
Yeah. Well, like either like that, and like I know we've kind of skirted around it at certain areas where like with Stan's character Riley being like technically he has the body of a child, or like a barely pubescent boy, but he's like actually several like hundreds of years old and such.
Yeah.
Because of a curse. So it's like we have like those little loopholes where like mentally and physically they've been on the world of that campaign for a while, to where they would technically be considered an adult. However, they either look very childish, act very childish, or like stuff like that. And like usually those are the characters that don't get romanced, thankfully. But yeah. But because we oftentimes because we pretty much agree to play adults, we don't need to really ask a character, or we don't necessarily need to know the character's age in that moment.
Yeah.
Now, it is fun to know what age they are, because of different species having different ages, and like when they mature into adults and like when they die and all, it becomes really fun to see of like, oh, these two characters got together, and yet this person's an Aarakocra and then this person's an elf. Their relationship is gonna end so fucking fast. Because that Aarakocra's gonna die.
Hasn't really been a relationship like that. I mean, Johnny will die a whole lot sooner than Kane, but Kane is done physically growing. Like,
Yeah.
that's just how Dampier work.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be old as shit and still look like he's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Which is still very funny because, as you said, with being disappointed with Johnny, Johnny was supposed to live a very long time.
Yeah. I do miss having Johnny as an elf.
Yeah.
Though I am gonna kinda follow that in with Hope a little bit because I wanted to give her more elven features.
Oh, okay.
Because I could, but I did not choose what kind of elf she was, or what her parents were, or one of her parents were. Instead, I picked like 6 elf types. I did like sea elf, astral elf, wood elf, high elf, drow, and eladrin elf. And then I rolled a dice. And I rolled drow.
Are you able to combine elf with other races now?
No, it's just like mechanically, Hope is still gonna be a tiefling.
Okay.
It's just how I draw her. I'm gonna wind up giving her like pointed ears. I'm gonna give her some fairly elegant features and all stuff like
You know,
that.
that is really funny considering
I mainly just
the
wanted to draw Hope
personality
with elfness.
100% Horus's type of woman, but stereotypically dwarves do not get along with elves.
Yeah,
And appearance-wise,
but I
I
mean,
don't think that would be Horus's type either.
well, again, like mostly it was so I could have an excuse to draw Hope with pointed ears. Because I wanted.
No, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm just saying it's funny.
Okay, so now I have no idea how these boots would work, but you know what? This is fine.
I mean, I made Kane a half-elf for the exact same reason, was because I wanted him to have pointed ears.
Fair enough.
Well, before that got overwritten, of course.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, something I've, like, kind of headcanoned for a while with Kane, and it's kind of coming up for a bit with what I said Florian's type was, that it feels weird to think that his mom would be anywhere close to tall. I've kind of headcanoned it for a bit, not like something important enough to write in the backstory, but that the vampire attack kind of wound up stunting his growth a bit. Like, that's where the short fangs come from. Not, like, to, like, a huge degree. Like, I think I've had in my head as, like, 5'6" is what he would be as a half-elf.
Yeah. Okay, so now I can...
Like, he's still fairly short.
Fair enough. So now, butterfly. I am not gonna draw the intricacies of this little wind-up key, so I'ma just do this. Or just make it a solid fucking piece. There we go.
Also, not for nothing, it's just Elf just kind of has a bit of an association with nobility.
Yeah. Which is why I like subverting that expectation.
I mean,
Like with-
I made my first noble an orc, so I've definitely subverted that expectation before.
Well, I was meaning like with Johnny, because Johnny is not nobility by any standards.
No, not in the fucking slightest.
Their country is fuck.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't think of Johnny when you said that. No, I do love how Kane just started in a party filled to the brim with country folk. Because his dad is classist as fuck.
Yeah. I can only imagine how that conversation would go down. Being like, Kane, what the fuck?
Well, he didn't choose them, he was drafted. Or do you mean marrying Johnny, in which case, fuck you, Dad?
Nah, it's more like just hanging out with them. It's like, yes, but you're getting all friendly with them. Why?
Yeah, I don't want to say anything to Christian because I do kind of want Florian to be caught off guard, but I wouldn't blame him if he is still watching Kane in the background and is not caught off guard at all by... Kane really should probably be more subtle with telling Victor what he wants to do, I'll say that much. Because he's probably going to be too distressed to think about the fact of... If he can travel between realms, he could probably be watching you right now!
Yeah, well... We'll see.
I mean, either way, he would still wind up going down. Florian is not someone who would take that audacity lightly.
Honestly, I'm just like
Whether
thinking
it's
about
an
it and, like,
anger or as a loving father, he's coming either way.
yeah,
Or quote-unquote loving father.
yeah. But I was thinking about that, like, oh yeah, like, if Kane's father does wind up showing up, there's gonna be so many people at Kane's aid of being like, fuck off and leave this man-child alone.
Well, I mean, to be fair, half of the party will still be very caught off guard from finding out Kane is a former serial killer, but Johnny, Victor, and Lorelai will also be there.
Yeah.
Because unless something happens to reveal it, I do not plan on him telling those three until Dad says he's coming.
Fair enough. Alright, well, I drew the scene. Wait, shit. I don't have Lorelai nearly where she would need to be technically. Yeah. 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 There we go. Do. Then this has the railing.
I do think I'm gonna be a bit more subtle than I originally described with Kane caring about Johnny, but we'll see how I feel in the moment.
Yeah, everything changes when it comes to the moment.
Yeah. I have a particular plan for how I think Kane would go about it. Also, Victor might have to call him out again, because it's probably just gonna be a look of concern at first.
Fair enough.
Because realistically, like I said, I'm pretty sure Kane figured it out when he asked Johnny how they were doing after literally attacking him. So it makes sense that he would be a bit more cautious than he was being in terms of how he interacted with Johnny.
Yeah. Which, oh my god, I want to get back to that.
I know, I shouldn't be encouraging you. I know how I was when I was having to wait forever and a half for Kane to try murdering someone.
No, it's not necessarily like that. It's just like, because I want to be able to like share the stuff for the little fanfiction I'm writing, but kind of can't do that when one of the characters that is very close, who is like the biggest catalyst for this story to even take place, and just like being so heavily attached to Johnny's backstory, that, because it's a very personal thing for them.
Yeah.
That it's like, I can't really share anything, and that's why I'm so sad I can't give Jester any excerpts for Makimi, because Makimi is currently tied up with that character. And so it's like, so really all the best I could do was just ask for age and like, because I want to be able to ask like, because when it comes to like everyone else's characters, I'm like, I don't think I have like this character written out like as they should. Like case in point, Courtney, I have her being like a detective agency. Like she's the head and CEO of a detective agency. And
by the way, I've gotten confirmation from Jester what Courtney is Ghost Hunter. I think Jester themselves might have gotten confused at some point.
Yeah, and like,
I mean, like, Courtney's still smart. It's not the hugest deal in the world. I just wanted to let you know that that was Courtney's occupation, was Ghost Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, I could technically, because you said Violet was
Yes,
more...
Violet is the murder mystery solver.
So, like, I could technically replace, Courtney with Violet, but again, that issue still occurs of, like, I don't know Violet very well, so, and I mean, she does only have a small part at the moment, but the thing I would have to do then is rewrite how she acts, because I think I have Courtney's personality. I'm mainly just trying to make her as she had described Courtney, which was like Mean Girls. Yeah. I know it was like for aesthetic, but I also kind of ran with it on...
I mean, I feel like it was supposed to probably be personality too. The breaking down crying was because she was going through shit.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like that is stuff like that, where it's like, So like, if I were to replace Courtney with Violet, I would need to find a way to like change how she acts on things. 'Cause...
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, though. I don't know. It would probably be something of, like, a later thing. But, yeah. This picture took up a lot of space.
I have to say, for the sake of not contradicting each other, I'm so glad Violet was in the countryside with Brooke.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a huge fucking gaping plot hole of how she didn't hear about what was happening in the lower cities otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, the bodies never got found, but people noticed people suddenly disappearing.
Yep. Also, so the reason why I had asked about, so for the fanfiction, the reason why I had asked about Florian's type is because I wanted to see if Florian would be drawn to either Makimi or the character associated with Johnny.
I'd say the character associated with Johnny could be his type. I mean, I know what I mentioned, like,
Yeah,
in terms of
like,
hair color and skin color doesn't match, but he definitely likes the elven figure. And
Yeah.
she's not Johnny. She isn't
Yeah.
country bumpkin, I don't think.
yeah, one of the things I will, like, spoil about her, because it doesn't matter all that much, is, while she did grow up in the country, she does live in the same family, that Johnny lived with. She was also adopted, same as Johnny. She, however, does not act country. She acts as, like, she has
So yeah, I definitely think of the two, she would definitely be Florian's type.
She has taught herself, she's taught herself on, like, seamstressing. I've gotta lower this music down on the stream's end, and I'm gonna lower it down on my end. Give me a moment. Shit. Come on. There we go. But she has taught herself to be a seamstress, so she makes her own clothing whenever she can, and her clothings are very reminiscent of, like, basically a Victorian London era 1800s styled fashion, in a sense. Just a little bit simplified down, because you can only work with so much when your family does not have a lot of funds. She has trained her voice to sound like upper class speaking. So she oftentimes will shock people when she talks to them, because people expect a southern or a southern belle type of voice, but instead they get something that's very elegant, very articulated, and something very much not country. And then, like, the same goes for, like, how she postures herself and moves around. She has trained herself to look and act like upper crust, even though she is not. So
yeah.
that's
And
me.
that would definitely be Florian's type. He definitely is classist enough that whenever he's attracted to a woman who isn't, like, from the upper cities, it leads to murder. But also, isn't she a vampire, so...
No.
Oh, okay. It's just Johnny.
Well, so I've been, like, debating on that, on, like, I've gotten, like, two different ideas in my head about it. On the one hand, I could do the thing that I had, like, mentioned before, where she is just kinda held as a prisoner and also made into a vampire, so then that way Johnny stays in line. I've also thought about a more popular idea in my head, which is Johnny manages to get her out simply by having to force Hope, who has also kind of gone along just to, like, help Johnny in like some of the chapters, to take her and get her out and get her to, like, a medical facility, or get her somewhere, get her away from there. But in the process winds up getting knocked out cold, because there were just too many spirits surrounding them, and they had to get their sibling out. They had to get their sister out, and so then, like, Johnny winds up getting dragged back, and shenanigans ensue, and because of, like, Kane being like, "Ooh, I like this one. Let me try and spin some stuff." And then I was thinking of when because Florian has not seen her yet. He has only heard her.
Oh, he's definitely attracted to her then! Not her voice.
He didn't hear her speak.
Oh, okay.
he heard, like, I'm not gonna get into it, but he did hear her, but it wasn't her speaking. He has not heard her speak.
Okay.
And he has not seen her. But I was thinking of, like, when he does see her, he he falls head over heels or something like that, and he's like, why the hell is she here? She should be up in my castle. She should be brought
I
to
mean,
tears.
I don't
Like,
know if I'd say head
I-
over heels. Like,
I know that's why I'm kind of like going over. That's kind of why I'm like
this
stumbling
is not
over
a positive thing. This is creeper predator shit.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm like stumbling over stuff, because I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
how.
we don't want to go into detail on stream.
Well, not just that, but I also don't know how I would write that out,
yeah.
because I'm not very good with that unless they can get their just desserts very fucking soon.
But yeah, no, like if she's in the castle, she's a vampire.
Yeah,
like
but
he has slept with mortals, but he would much prefer being with a vampire.
but like that's what I mean. It's like, I have a couple ideas as to how things would work, but none has very. There's one that kind of trumps all the rest, which is Johnny gets them out, but due to the sheer amount of spirits on their tail and Kane being on their tail, because that's going to be a big thing of like Kane is giving chase. Johnny knows that they can't simply, like, someone has to kind of like stay behind and fend, and for one reason or another, it becomes Johnny and gets them out. Although I haven't thought about that, because currently in the chapter I have fucking Nova helping, because I have so
Oh hey, there is a woman taller than Florian then.
yeah.
I made some joke to myself at some point of, well, I guess Florian's also attracted to women shorter than him, but that's not saying much. But then I remembered that Nova might be in there somewhere.
Yeah. How tall is Florian? I forget.
6'11".
Yeah. Yeah.
Barely not
he is,
7 foot.
Yeah, he is trumped by like by an 8-foot owl.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I wanted to give him somewhat reasonable height while still being stupidly tall.
Fair enough. I mean, there are those people who are just stupidly tall.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even sure what his original race is, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's not much of a spoiler since Kane was Shadowfell Warlock, and you know Florian could travel between realms. Florian is from the Shadowfell, so I'm not familiar enough with the races to, like, have a set, this is what he was before he was a vampire.
Yeah.
And also, Kane is going to be getting Shadow Touched at level 6, and he has that for the same reason. Just from living with his dad for so long. I don't know why he briefly lost it, but game mechanics.
Yeah.
I didn't have 2 free feats, and I used to was keeping it hidden because serial killer, but Hunter of Hunters is what I believe it's called. Yeah, that's what the feat is called. I always get confused with what it actually allows him to do.
Yeah. Speaking of Shadowfell, because the campaign that we're gonna be doing with our old characters is gonna... What the actual fuck? Hold on, sorry. Just... there we go. But since we're gonna be like, since like the Shadowfell is gonna be part of the campaign that our old characters are gonna be in, I was debating on having something Shadowfell related in Hope's backstory, but I decided against it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, like I said, just more Florian information. He is from the Shadowfell, but probably not gonna come up.
Yeah, probably not.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Three, two, one, zero, zero.
By the way, just
Discovery, go and throttle up.
this
Yes.
isn't something I officially have like written down for Christian. I probably will once chapter 4 happens and I know for a fact if Florian is showing up or not. The thing I alluded to in the Keith and Kane AU with the what he had to do to survive. That wasn't just referring to murder. The Shadowfell is not a friendly place to vampires.
I wonder why.
Well, yeah, I do think what Kane doesn't realize is there's a good reason why his dad in particular was targeted. Like, he mostly does use that fact as an excuse for why he is the way he is, because he refused to be hunted down again. I got the it's kill or be killed from Flowey for a reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that also was a Shadowfell lore thing that Kane was alluding to there. Like, I think he thought he was referring to murder, but he wasn't. It's not really spoilers because it's more stuff that probably won't come up in campaign. I said he hasn't got around creating a bunch of vampires at Baldur's Gate. That is what Kane was referring to. Was pretty much building a vampire army. And keep in mind that I know you're not really following this in the AU, but in D&D canon, that means that all of those people were literally under his control.
Yeah.
Specifically, he has not made any vampires in Baldur's Gate. Because he was still building an army, but he wanted to build an army that he could work with, because Florian realizes that working with other evil people is better than working by yourself. It's just he decided to make that other evil person.
Yeah.
But turns out Kane isn't very smart.
Yeah.
That is the main thing he didn't account for.
I'm trying to make a ghillie suit without looking up what a ghillie suit looks like.
So yeah, the Shadowfell could still come up because, like I said, this is still in my head. It's not like written down on paper, but like I'm pretty sure that's like something Kane knows, is that he wants to take the fight back to the Queen of Shadows at some point.
Mm.
Although that's recent information, that would have been in the Warlock contract conversation.
Yeah.
He just got stupidly lucky that he accidentally created a damn pier. Like, it is a stupid series of circumstances that has led to Kane being how he is. Like, Kane has by far the most amount of plot conveniences in any of my characters' backstories.
You know, sometimes you need a character like that.
Yeah. Like, that's not even his only plot convenience, but I think I'm gonna keep that secret from you for now, because
Yeah, fair enough.
it will be a pretty emotional moment with either Lorelai or Johnny that he probably first mentions it. I am leaning Lorelai, but I could see it being Johnny as well.
Yeah. A relatively recent friend, or someone who has become your pseudo-mom.
The point is, it's not going to be Victor, because he's supposed to be evil McEvil to him.
Fair enough.
Or at least that's how Kane is being right now, and I have a feeling it'll be a while before that dynamic goes away. It's hard to get rid of a dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a popsicle.
Alright. I'ma be here. Now I don't know what else to draw. Okay, I'm gonna keep attempting to draw Victor smiling. I mean, I guess I don't have to have him smiling.
Alright, well, I wasn't on long.
Hello.
Let me see how you're doing with Lorelai.
Oh, I finished with that. I made a different one.
Oh, where are you working on now? I usually stay on Discord when I talk.
So I finished up the Lorelai thing. I drew the little scene of despair and that guy in the ghillie suit, playing cards.
Oh yeah, that was a fun moment.
And just being an absolute piece of shit to him.
Yeah.
Like, despair may be the like prey it right now, but like at least he has the knowledge that he's prey, so he could just be an absolute fucking shit. It's like it's like I've been a predator. It's like I've been a predator for so long, hunting people down, and like now I'm being hunted. This this is pretty fun. Let me fuck with them. Let me fuck with them a little bit. Because what's worse than showing your hunter that you are not afraid to be hunted?
Yeah, I love it. So unbelievably different from Kane.
Yep. Despair is the kind of person to pull the Technoblade strategy. For if you don't know about that, there was one time, I think on the Dream SMP, I think non-lore time, and I can't remember who it was towards, either it was Fundy or Quackity, but Techno wound up talking about how humans, when they hunted their food, their prey, they didn't run after it, they didn't really chase it, they just simply walked, because the prey would then tire itself out. And the humans, having a lot more endurance and stamina, were able to catch up and then kill it that way. Hope is that kind of person where they, yes, they will chase after you, but they'll also pace themselves. Make you worry, make you fret about where they're gonna come from, and then tire yourself out before, and you could be miles away and Despair would find you. Because that's their job, to find you and make sure that whoever put the bounty out for you pays her up.
Fair enough.
And then also, and so now I'm trying to get accurate how Papyrus smiles and moves his jaw and everything. Because because I keep looking at the picture I drew of Victor, and I didn't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm wanting to fix it.
Fair enough.
Maybe not not necessarily fix it, but when I do the after campaign drawings for these characters, I want to be able to have improvement. Johnny is easy because I'm doing a more Sans-esque drawing style for them in their mouth. But Victor, I'm going in a more Papyrus look, and Papyrus is so fucking difficult for me to draw for some reason. It's no matter how many times I look at people drawing Papyrus, I'm like, I can't do that.
I am excited to play as Bud again, though. He's definitely gonna be a lot more honest to a chorus than I had planned, considering a chorus would definitely know about the indentured servitude shit.
which as I think about it, why would we lie to a chorus that this is not? Why would we lie to a chorus that this is a mission where we're helping someone get crucial medicine, and not just we are just simply getting money?
Well, I can't. I mean, I suppose Bud would probably be okay with saying that much. It's specifically what he and Nyx found out about what could potentially happen to innocent people that he does not want to bring up because he's not risking a chorus or Makimi even. Like, Makimi's not a good person, but
Yeah.
Despair's really the only person Bun trusts. He's not going to risk anyone getting in the way of that because he refuses to go back to that life.
Yeah. I'm gonna real quick look at that mission because it could be that everyone had that. Like, I don't know about some people, but I do know, but I want to say like Despair had a bit of that thought process of 2-star. That's not it. Okay.
But Bun definitely does regret taking the mission, and he will say as much to a chorus if he finds out the truth.
Yeah.
It definitely was just a case of, well, out of character me, I don't think I fully realized what we were agreeing to, but in character, Bun, he was just wanting to get money from as many sources as possible for reasons that he is still going to be keeping secret from a chorus, but he'll probably at least say that he did get notified about the fact that he's away when he's not supposed to be. Yeah. Which is why he's a bit more concerned about his death than usual.
Okay, so I'm just now looking at the thing. And so the original hit and run just simply says there's a train leaving from the Alliance hub on Passport 3 headed to the town of Forca at 9:45 a.m. on his crate with ID, blah blah blah. 3 cars from the back, approximately this size. I need it secured and on Raxian 6 at this time. If you don't get ID, there's an additional 5k. We did not know what was in the crate. It was only... When did we find out that it was medical stuff?
I think it's when we messaged about if we needed to be careful with, like, throwing it around and shit.
Okay. Right, yeah. So
it was either that or the same time that Bud and Nyx figured out who it could be we're dealing with.
Okay. So okay, that explains a lot more. Because basically that would mean because we need to get that bit of information straight now, because I think everyone's kind of had it in their head a little bit wrong. So we got a mission to steal a crate. We all decided, hey, let's do that. Let's do a bit of a heist. We did not think about what would be in it. Then, once we started asking questions on what was in it, due to the possibility of there being, like, explosives or something that could cause mass destruction, or if it's something that needed to be kept safe and that was fragile, like, none of us knew that it was medical supplies from the get-go.
Correct.
So it was only after, so everyone was then there to find out that it was medical supplies in some form or fashion due to the questioning. And then Bun and Nyx discovered that the person who sent this is not someone to be fucked with.
And I just like to imagine they just kind of, like, had a look of, we're not fucking telling anyone about this.
Yeah. So, like, that would technically mean, in pretty much everyone else's eyes, we are technically stealing a crate of medical supplies for another group or another individual who might need it more, then
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of this other stuff started to come into light, and for a lot of us, our apathy was just like, yeah, okay, that like we're inadvertently causing harm, like let's just keep going, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Bun isn't a horrible person yet. The way I'm imagining it is pretty much Bun is running purely off of adrenaline,
Well,
and pretty much as soon as a chorus finds out the truth, that's when the guilt is gonna set in.
well, okay, so like really, so technically Acarus would know that we are stealing this medicine.
Correct. That is something Acarus knows with
But-
the retcon.
But what Acarus would have known is what everyone else would have known. We are just stealing a crate. We asked questions. Oh, we are stealing a crate of medical supplies. New revelation. Oh, we are stealing a crate of medical supplies that would be going to these miners who would technically need it and would go very sick. And we're giving it to someone else. And we have no idea who it is that we're giving it to. Could be the fact that we are giving it to someone who may need it more. And is just able to pay off a lot of fucking money to do that.
No, I they have made it pretty clear it's not for a good reason. That Bun and Nix would be fucking delusional to tell themselves otherwise.
I know. I am simply going through the revelations.
Okay.
I am going through, because the whole crew thought we were just stealing a crate. Then we got to thinking, maybe this crate has something fragile in it. So we started asking questions. In my mind and in Despair's mind, we were stealing like some like explosives or something. We were stealing like weapons. But the revelation comes in that the whole crew knows about is that we are stealing medical supplies.
Uh-huh.
Then the whole crew has the revelation of we are stealing medical supplies for this person that is giving us a thing, but in doing that, we are inadvertently harming another group of people.
Uh-huh.
And it is only Bun and Nix who knows who the person is and that it is not a just situation. That it is not a just thief. So
well,
that's
potentially. We don't know for certain it's the guy, but we're not risking it.
So what I'm getting at is that Acarus would know all of that minus who the person is.
Correct.
So therefore, we did not lie to him as much as we, the players, thought we did. Because remember...
Well, with the retcon, of course.
With the retcon, yes. Chris could probably lay it out a little bit better on, like, what Acarus was hearing. But...
Yeah. I mean, like, with how it originally went, Bud and Nix definitely did lie to him.
Well, no.
But
like,
with the retcon, not as much.
Here's the thing. Literally, the crew would have no reason to lie to Acarus that they are stealing this crate for a quick cash grab.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Christian agreed with that Acarus knows it's stealing now.
Well, no. Chris was adamant about, like, Acarus thought that they were getting the crate for another person who needed more.
Yeah, before the retcon, but after the retcon, Christian agreed that Acarus knows it's stealing.
I thought he was still keeping with that Acarus didn't know, but when the truth does come out that they were stealing it for non-just reasons, he wouldn't be as likely to leave because it's like, oh well, what can you do?
Yeah.
I've been with this crew for this long, I should have known better. That type of thing.
I mean, I think Acarus is still telling himself it's for a just reason. So there will still be somewhat of a betrayal. I feel like canonically he still said something about helping people.
What I'm getting at is that everyone except for Bun and Nix would believe that it is still for a decently just reason. That while, yes, we are hurting this large group of people, we are getting this medicine to someone else who might need it more.
Correct.
And it's just desperate.
I mean, Bun's filling in despair, but that's beside the point.
But that's what I'm getting at, is that Acarus in this retcon has not been lied to at all. And it is only through Bun and Nix being like, don't worry about it, that he has now been lied to.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's what I'm getting at, is that through all of this, Acarus would, like, yeah, because before the retcon, yes, we were keeping him in the dark on a lot. I can't exactly remember how people were wording it. But even then, before the retcon, he was still learning the same stuff that we all were.
Yeah. I get why Christian thought Acarus would not be happy. Like, I definitely see Christian's point of view, and I'm glad that Isaiah decided to just retcon it.
I know what I know too, and like I'm glad for like the retcon. I'm just now like piecing it in my head that Acarus hasn't been lied to as much as I think everyone thought, because we've been playing, we've been going like, so because we're having to take like breaks and play Line-42 every other day and all that, our knowledge, we keep with knowledge for a lot longer than our characters.
Yeah.
And
correct.
so I think last session that we had, where because we were learning a lot of information during that one thing in the session. I gotta go back and listen to the recordings, because I need to know when we start figuring out stuff.
Gotcha.
Because I think because we kept that information on us for so long, about the medical supplies and like who is getting it and who's not, I think information was getting warped in our heads, especially towards Acarus, on we lied to him from the start that that this wasn't medicine that we were stealing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the big thing, is that we forgot that we did not know that this was medicine yet. And it was only recently that we figured out it was medicine, but decided to keep going anyways.
I think from Christian's perspective, he was just saying that we lied about it being stealing. I don't think he ever said we lied about it being stealing medicine. But
see, that's the
I
thing.
could be wrong.
That's the thing. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go through the streams, and I'm gonna like grab what Christian said, and I'm gonna go to the other streams for like discussing the heist and everything, and kind of figure out where, because I want to say that there has been a little bit of miscommunication going on.
Maybe. Like I said, I could be wrong.
Because there's so many weeks that we go without playing the game, and we keep information in our heads, we tend to forget that these characters are just now learning some of these things.
Yeah, I have started writing notes for Bud and Kane. Kane's is a whole lot longer, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
That's because I don't have nearly as much "this is a fucking lie" notes for Bud anymore. Like, I'm kind of sad that I don't get to have Bud lying a whole lot anymore, but it doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing is that Bud is still keeping hidden from both Akoris and Makimi the people hunting him down part.
Yeah.
And that's not really a lie. But yeah, I added, like, a whole lot more notes for Kane recently that is just like, this is the lie to Johnny, this is the lie to Victor. Two very different styles of lying.
Yeah. What else should I draw?
I mean, I wasn't kidding about drawing Kane the hypocrite.
Yeah,
like,
but
I feel like you can get the vibes of a sermon without actually drawing anything religious.
I don't know how I would draw that, though.
Let me see if I can find a good Southern Baptist preacher picture.
I mean, not necessarily that, but just, like, how do I convey that?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, that's
It
the
was
big
just
thing.
such
Like,
a funny moment. Just the fact that somehow that got rolled on Kane still cracks me up.
I mean, like, cause, like, I can draw Kane being preachy little bastard, but I can't exactly draw him being a hypocrite, because how do I draw him being a hypocrite?
Well, I don't mean, like, literally drawing him as a hypocrite. I was trying to leave out some of the religion stuff, but I suppose I just said Southern Baptist preacher on stream. No, I don't... I'm not saying you actually need to draw him being a hypocrite, just literally, like, the style of like, how people look like when they're giving, like, the specific types of sermons that Kane was definitely giving. I won't go into more detail than that, but you know. I was just referring to it as Kane the hypocrite.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because of the fact that he's a fucking serial killer.
Fair enough. I forget how his hair is, but I know it's like, no, it's wavy. I just don't remember fangs and stuff, shit.
His bangs were fangs.
Oh yeah. I did like a classic Widow's Peak bang plus fangs on the side end.
Oh, another thing, because I doubt people watch back this stream, but I do kind of want to be a surprise to Isaiah, but I'm going to say it. Literally the second Victor brings it up, Kane is just going to say that never happened. Like, he's not actually trying to gaslight him, just more get the point across of I'm not fucking talking about it. And Victor will probably eventually get him to talk about it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think I did say that to the group, but Isaiah, like, almost immediately private messaged me, you know Victor's going to fucking bring this up. And to be fair, I do want Victor to do that. That's part of why I played into it so hard. That and If Kane was that kind of person, he would absolutely be pushy about his beliefs. If he genuinely believed that everyone else was causing him to have a harder time surviving, he would absolutely be an asshole about it. Like, not for nothing, the only thing that was caused by magic was the beliefs, not how he went about expressing it. Specifically, the first thing was asterisk Victor will remember this. And then down below, Kane preaching about other people's sins.
I did not realize that I have had 7 views.
Oh, okay.
Although it is starting to hit like 2 hours, so it might be around time for me to end stream. Gonna do.
You
Is that-
always gotta give him that shading under the bangs, don't you?
Well, it's mainly because I don't want to draw his eyes. Because this
Okay, you
is,
know what? Fair enough.
because this is so small, I'm like, yeah, no, I ain't like the shading and how I did the like full art drawing for him. I did that because like one, the moon is right behind him, so he would have a lot of fucking shade underneath the eyes. 2, that makes him look more intimidating.
Yeah, no, I do love it. I'm just commenting.
Yeah. So here, it is simply because I don't want to fucking draw eyes on this bitch.
Okay, fair enough.
Like if you notice with everything else, they either are lacking eyes or they got like
Victor will remember this. Why did you wrote that on the page?
Yes. Yes. Victor will remember this. This little piece of shit who has been cursed. Okay, so I got the happy look down pretty good. Okay. So I think I have a way that I like that I'm gonna be drawing the papyrus-like face.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Like I like this one, the straightforward one I like a lot. The sideways one I don't like as much, but like I'll deal with it. It's like I could do that. But yeah. Okay, I have an idea.
Man, I still want to know what it is that the tarot cards mentioned for Levi that would have been bad for Cain. I mean, the only thing I could possibly think of is something monster related.
Yeah.
Either way, this wouldn't have to be for a while now, but I kind of feel like asking it now since you're doing the Crooked Moon doodles. If the boss fight with Florian does wind up being a thing, would you be interested in drawing him, or
Sure.
should I just send Christian a picture of Dracula because it's not that inaccurate?
I mean, I could draw him. It probably
Yeah.
won't be a full picture.
Yeah, no, it would just be like for combat to send to Christian.
Yeah. But yeah, I could totally draw him.
Okay. And of course, I'd send you this shit about what he looks like. Originally I had it that his clothes pretty much looked exactly like Kane's, but I do think he probably has more of a cape than Kane does.
Have you refreshed your stream in a bit?
I have now. Oh. You're drawing the horny bastard.
Dude, I had to. I'm like I
was wondering why you were drawing someone's shirt.
because this is Despairs.
Yeah, when I made that joke about, well, don't tell Glurk what Bun was thinking when he was first right up against Despair.
Like he is pretty big. I will grant him that. However, like, look at him. He's a very happy bun.
Yes, he is. And what I love is, despite the fact that Isaiah said Glurg knew exactly what was going on, Despair didn't have a fucking clue, and I know that.
Like, I need to draw Despair's hand. It's like, I feel like, she would have, her hand relatively where, like, Bun is occasionally, just to kind of, like, hold him there and make, and yeah. I will say, though, that due to where he is, and the fact that it's kind of unavoidable for him to be anywhere, to be, like, here and all, I will say that, like, whenever Bun is perhaps, like, leaning or laying more at, like, the middle section of Despair's chest, he would feel something hard there.
Alright, there. Calm down. Bun's gotten a bit used to it over time.
No, like, he would feel a hard object.
Oh, okay.
Right there at the like, because I'm saying it's the center of Despair's chest.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'm not saying he gets hard. I was literally saying, like, anytime, like, whether it was because of, like, whether it was, like, his first time, like, just first time and he's just laid his head on Despair's chest, just, like, snuggle up real close or whatever, whenever he did that, or whenever he does that, he would feel, like, a hard object, from underneath the fabric.
Alright, then.
So, yeah.
Noted. I'm actually gonna write that down in notes just so I remember that. Although I probably will. I'm good at remembering shit when I want to.
And the reason why I haven't thought to have Despair be anywhere, like, against just taking Bun and, like, tucking him into, like, this, because that's why Despair tries to tuck him to the side of the jacket. I don't know how Bun is at reading people, but
I mean, he's better at reading people than Kane is, but that's not saying much.
Yeah. He probably didn't realize it the first time Despair grabbed him and stowed away with him. But, like, probably the couple other times when Despair would try to tuck, like, he would notice Despair would distinctly try to tuck him to the side of the jacket. Even though they don't make any motion or have any complaint when he, like, scoots himself more towards the center to either, like, lay his head down or get into, like, a better center position, it's always that initial, anytime Despair scoops Bun up to hide him away or to, like, get him up, it's always trying to tuck him to the side of the jacket.
Noted. Bun would respect Despair's wishes.
Yeah. But I was also gonna say, because I haven't told you about it until now, I'm gonna then just kinda, if you wouldn't mind, like, I would say Bun probably hasn't asked about it at all, and that's why Despair doesn't think about it.
Bun doesn't nose his way into Despair's business.
Yeah. So,
I mean, for starters, there's a lot of things he probably doesn't want to know.
But yeah, because Bun hasn't asked about it or anything, Despair doesn't think about it when they shove Bun in there. It's just that initial keep him away from the center. But then, like, after that, they don't think too much about it. That's the reason why Bun keeps on getting his free rides. I am drawing this hat wrong.
But yeah, not for nothing. I guess it's true of Kane too, but Bunny, that's the dead name, but that's not even why I said it. I think I was just thinking rabbit in my head.
The bunny, not bunny.
Yeah. Bun is not really one to dig his nose into other people's personal shit.
Well, it's still of like a, hey, now you know. I've been meaning to think about that, because I was thinking that maybe Bun was small enough to where Despair could technically shove him to the side, in their jacket, and then, without Bun, like, getting anywhere near the center. But no, in order for Bun to be able to see, his head would have to be somewhere near the center, and Bun is just big enough he could technically, worm his way in a diagonal sense to the center, just to, like, lay his head down. And then Despair would probably, like, instinctually just bring their hand up to hold him there, because they feel a weight near there, and it's like, oh, I gotta keep this weight from falling off, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just remove the arms, or not. Actually, no. Yeah. Now I merge. There we go. Okay.
Man, I know Stan was doing this more as Stan rather than Levi, but I am hoping someone brings up the blood incident to Victor.
Maybe.
Like I said, I like torturing my characters too much, but it's Kane.
Thing is, there are too many things that happened in that session. I don't think the blood thing is gonna come up all that much.
Which is sad, but Kane will probably embarrass himself some other way.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I know you're right. It's just that sad thing when I'm just like, obviously Kane isn't gonna say anything, but I want Victor to know, damn it.
Yeah, well, unless Kane rats on himself, which he won't.
Which he's not. That would be very out of character.
It just looks like it's just gonna be a little secret. Alright, yeah. But anyways, that's probably gonna be the end of the stream. Oh. Hello, we are running out of time! Is it 6? Oh, cool. So you're presumably still here. Yeah, hello, we are running out of time.
Right, there's a person named We Are Running Out of Time.
Yep.
I was like, what are you talking about?
No. Yeah, no. We have a person called We Are Running Out of Time. But yeah, hello. I'll stay on stream for just like a little bit longer to like talk about. I hope you enjoyed your session, your D&D session. I like how I have like an almost equal number of session drawings.
Yeah, there's 2 Crooked Moon and 2
I actually need to draw Bun just a tad bit bigger.
2 Line-42.
Yeah. Bun would be just like a tad bit bigger. Yeah. There we go. Cause he is surprisingly big. Like, if you were to take like the little picture of Bun and put it up against Despair's chest, yeah, he would be pretty big.
Yeah, I just didn't want to make him tiny. I was wanting to stay in the small range.
I know that's completely fine.
Yeah.
But it is just still funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, So, okay, so it looks like we are running out of time left.
Oh, okay.
They just came on to say that they played a D&D session today and then dipped.
Well, I'm
but
glad they had fun.
I am too. But yeah, that will end the stream for today. I had a lot of fun. I may wind up keeping this. If not the entire... If I don't keep the entirety of this, I at least am wanting to keep the Lorelai picture and the bun picture. Because that shit-eating grin is everything for me. It is everything for me. So yeah, that'll be the end of this session. Actually, I'm gonna make a note. Here.
Yeah, like I said, when Isaiah says Bun is a pervert, there's no denying it.
Yeah. But I love that grin. But yeah. So for like the third or fourth time, I guess, I need to stop trying to end the stream and then get distracted, because I do that way too much. But that'll actually be the end of the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on end. And yeah, that'll be it for the stream. See everyone on Friday for Line-42. And yeah, I had fun. Did you have fun, Daisy?
Yeah.
Next
Right,
week...
my character's got a lot of highlight, including the one I didn't even mention for you to draw.
I just thought about it. I'm like, oh, I gotta draw it. I gotta.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I gotta. Like, you, like, I love that I remembered that little bit of like, oh yeah, you mentioned how Bun...
Yeah, it was literally just one joke about something that happened a while ago.
Yeah. But yeah. Next week, if we wind up playing a Line-42 session this week, then next week it should be Monday and Tuesday for streaming as usual. If not, then I'll probably game Monday and do play Line-42 Friday, and then Tuesday will be a no stream day. That'll just depend. But yeah, but I do know Friday is gonna be a stream day.
Yay.
Maybe I will work up the endurance to be able to stream all 3 days when there is a Line-42 session. I just need to get my sleeping habits in check for Monday and Tuesday specifically. But yeah, see you all Friday. Bye-bye.